Macharia is my name, and EBN television starts now. Governor Macharia of Meru County have suffered a significant setback after the High Court upheld the Senate's decision to impeach her, dismissing Mwangaza's claims of irregularities and inadequate public participation. The court noted that Mwangaza had failed to provide sufficient evidence to substantiate her allegations of procedural errors during the impeachment. It further ruled that the Senate had adhered to all constitutional requirements and that no court order had been violated during the process. Mwangaza had previously argued that the Senate proceeded with her impeachment despite pending court cases aimed at halting the proceedings. However, the High Court found no substantial proof that the Senate had ignored any valid court directive. Regarding the issue of public participation, which Mwangaza had claimed was lacking, the court acknowledged that public participation is a constitutional requirement. However, it clarified that in the case of an impeachment, public participation primarily occurs at the county level rather than within the Senate. The court refrained from ruling on the matter, noting that it was part of another ongoing case before Meru Court. The High Court also reviewed whether due process had been followed during the impeachment proceedings. Mwangaza argued that she only given 2 minutes to defend herself, which she claimed amounted to a denial of a fair hearing. However, the court found the official records indicated she had been given an adequate opportunity to speak. It further noted that Mwangaza's legal team had not raised any objections regarding the time allocated for her defense, concluding that the procedural requirements for impeachment had been met. All right, still matters impeachment, celebrations, cheers, and praises echoed across various towns and villages in Meru County following the landmark ruling by Justice Andrew Bahati Mwemoye to uphold the Senate's decision to impeach Governor Mwangaza. Zipporah Kenya, the county assembly representative who brought forth the motion against Governor Mwangaza, expressed her immense joy and pledged to serve as an ambassador for the court in the country. The High Court's decision has been widely lauded for upholding fairness and justice, with many locals praising the judiciary's commitment to ensuring accountability in leadership.
Na leo nataka kushukuru koti, High Court ya Milimani, asa Justice Mwamuye kwa kupewa Meru Justice. Tumengojea miezi 8 ya mateso, miezi 8 ya pesa ya Meru kuwa inatumiwa vibaya, na sasa nataka kusema asante sana kwa hiyo koti, kwa sababu koti imeonelea tulipeleka hiyo mjandara kwa njia mzuri sana na hakuna makosa hata kidogo imetupata nayo. Kwa hivyo nataka kuambia Justice Mwamuye, mimi nikorende kuwa ambassador wa judiciary ya Kenya vile aliniomba, na kutoka leo mimi ni ambassador wa judiciary, na nitakuwa naendelea kusema judiciary ya Kenya imetupea justice, imepea wa
Right, moving on, 13 people have tragically lost their lives in a horrific road accident that occurred early this morning at the Miga area in Molo along the Nakuru-Eldoret highway. The accident, which took place around 2 a.m., involved a passenger shuttle from Kitale heading to Nairobi and a cargo trailer carrying containers. According to Molo Deputy OCPD Timon Odingo, the cargo trailer lost control and collided with the passenger vehicle, killing all 12 people aboard the minibus instantly. The victims included 9 men, 4 women, and 1 child. 2 other individuals, including the truck driver, also died in the incident. It is believed that the trailer veered off course and struck the matatu, dragging it for a considerable distance. The impact of the crash caused the people inside the vehicles to be trapped. Emergency team responded quickly, but all the passengers were confirmed dead at the scene. The bodies of the deceased have been transferred to the morgue for further identification.
Majina, mimi naitwa Rachel Maru. Ilikuwa siku ya huzuni leo wakati tumepata ajali ambaye imehusisha lori na Nissan ambaye ilikuwa na Kitale Shuttle. Lori iliweza kugonga Nissan ambaye watu wote waliweza kukufa ambaye ni watu 12, na hapo mbeleni kuna basi ambaye ilikuwa imeua watu hapa kwa hii mtaro ambaye imekuwa huzuni. Mtaro imekuwa ni kama mahali penye ya kuua watu. Tunasema kwamba mara nyingi tumekuwa tukiambia Kenha wasibe hii barabara. Mara ya kwanza tuliambiwa wasibe hii barabara, hawakusiba wakafunika pale. Tunaomba kwamba wasibe hii barabara. Yani mtaro, hii shoulder ya barabara imechimbuka mpaka ndio imeua watu wengi. Ukikuta watu 12 kukufa ni kitu ya uchungu. Tunasema pole kwa familia na tunaomba Kenha watengeneze barabara na nyingine ambayo iko pale chini ambaye ni kuna pavement ambayo inawanga watu wa pikipiki sana, tunaomba. Alafu kitu nyingine, kuna wakati president wetu alikuwa amesema kwamba ati Rironi Mausame labda itengenezwe ifike Nakuru. Lakini tunashukuru juzi vile walisema kwamba itaanzia Rironi mpaka Mausame. Tunaomba kwamba hata kama inawezekana waanze hapa Migaa.
Kwa majina ni Assistant Chief Zakias Monari kutoka area hii ya Migaa ambayo iko katika eneo ya Molo Sub-County Sachangwani Division. Ilikuwa mwendo wa saa 8 usiku ambao tulipatiwa ripoti kuwa kuna ajali ambayo imetokea hapa. Ilihusishwa na lori ambayo ilipoteza breki ikiwa imebeba kahawa. Ilipopoteza breki ikaweza kugonga matatu ambayo ni Kitale Shuttle, ilikuwa inaelekea Nairobi kutoka Kitale, na hapo ilipogongwa iliweza kusukumwa kando na watu 11 ambao walikuwa ndani ya hiyo matatu waliaga dunia hapo. Naye dereva wa hiyo lori naye pia kaaga. Kwa jumla watu 12 ambao tumeweza kuwatoa na wamechukuliwa katika hifadhi ya Macharia ya Molo. Hakuna majeruhi na ikakuwa kazi ngumu sana kuweza kuwatoa. Tumeshirikiana na Red Cross Molo na polisi ambao waliofika hapa wa Molo, Salga na Nakuru, waliweza kusaidia pamoja na wakaaji wa area, tukaweza kutoa hizo mili ambao saizi ndio zimechukuliwa. Magari hayo yameharibika kabisa. Wreckage ya matatu ambayo ilikrashiwa kabisa, hata kutoa mwili ilikuwa kazi. Hata pia hiyo lori ambayo tumeweza kutoa dereva saizi ilikuwa imeharibika kabisa sana.
Emphasizing government efforts to create jobs, enhance infrastructure and promote economic growth. Ruto's call for unity echoes his administration vision of a united Kenya, where all citizens, regardless of their background or political affiliation, can contribute to the country's development and success.
Mimi nataka niwaambie ndugu zangu watu wa Nairobi, nyinyi kwa bahati ya Mungu mmenipatia nafasi ya kuwa kiongozi wa taifa hii. Na mimi nataka niwahakikishie hii taifa ya Kenya inatoshana na jamii zote za Kenya. Hakuna jamii ya Kenya ambayo ni mgeni hapa. Hakuna jamii ya Kenya iko hapa kimakosa. Hakuna jamii ya Kenya ambayo imealikwa na mtu yeyote. Sisi wote, watu wa jamii zote, tuko Kenya hii kwa mapenzi ya Mungu. Na ni jukumu langu na hawa viongozi wote tuunganishe taifa letu la Kenya, tuwaunganishe jamii zote za Kenya. Nifanye kazi na viongozi wote wa taifa letu la Kenya, tuwafanyie kazi wananchi wote wa taifa letu la Kenya, bila ya ukabila, bila ya chuki, bila ya ubaguzi, bila ya kugawana, kwa sababu Kenya hii ni Kenya yetu sisi zote. And I want to
that the government of Kenya must serve all in Nairobi County. The Deputy President's comments align with the government's focus on fostering national unity and inclusivity in its policies and actions. His call for unity comes at a time when the government is seeking to strengthen its relationship with citizens and address issues affecting various communities across the country.
hata kama tuko na program hii yote ya maendeleo, ni lazima tuhakikisha kwamba nchi yetu inabaki kuwa na amani, tukae kama ndugu na dada. Kenya inatosha kwa sisi zote kama jamii za Kenya. Kenya is enough for all of us. Kenya is enough for all communities. And the government of Kenya must serve all the people of Kenya equally. We must say no to all forms of division. We must say no to all manner of sectarianism so that we can build a united, powerful, strong country called Kenya. One people, one flag, one national anthem, one people called Kenya. Umoja oi. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
All right, Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka has joined a group of Kenya Railway retirees in demanding justice over a land dispute they claim involves illegal land grabbing. Kalonzo, accompanied by PLP party leader Macharia, expressed their strong opposition to the actions of the government, accusing state authorities of using General Service Unit, that is the GSU offices, to forcibly occupy the disputed land. The retirees, who have been advocating for their rights, allege that a portion of land that rightfully belongs to them has been unlawfully seized. Kalonzo and Karua, both prominent political figures, stood in solidarity with the retirees, calling for a fair and transparent resolution to the matter.
Without their pension, Kenya Railways, pursuant to a cabinet memo, vested in their retirement scheme this subject property. It has come to their shocking attention that a person high up in government who has the knack of grabbing public land is at it again. They have chased the poor pensioners out of their property on Valley Road, and the said property is now under police protection, and you can witness this for yourselves as a private developer, quote unquote, demolishes houses of the poor retirees.
This land, although the title didn't change, the beneficial owners are the retirees. It's not available to the government of Kenya or to any land grabber to lay hands on because it has owners who are the retirees. This land has already been sold following the steps that should be taken in any legal sale. They have been paid 320 million out of the 400. Only 880 million is pending. And I believe it was sold to a Kenyan.
I have all these papers. You may want to take the legal notice. You may also want to take the Trustee Perpetual Succession Act, which is irrevocable. Once properties are transferred to trustees, you...
All right, moving on to matters healthcare, and the Ministry of Health has reassured the public that there will be no shortage of essential medications, including those for malaria, HIV and AIDS, and tuberculosis for at least the next year. Health Cabinet Secretary Deborah Barasa addressed concerns about the supply of critical drugs, emphasizing that the government is taking proactive measures to ensure the availability of these medicines. Speaking at the Mission for Essential Drugs and Meds headquarters on Friday, CS Barasa flagged off a convoy of 30 vehicles tasked with distributing vital medications to hospitals across the country. The CS highlighted that the stocks of some medications, including male condoms, would be sufficient for up to 2 years as the government seeks local solutions to ensure a steady supply of the drugs. Together with Public Health and Professional Standards PS Mary Mavoni, Barasa dismissed rumors of the crisis following the exit of USAID, which has affected millions of Kenyans.
And while the reinstatement is a welcome relief, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wake-up call that this highlights the urgent need to address donor transition challenges. Across board, globally, these dwindling funds, including our internal resources that we are living in a fiscal space, but we equally need to think broadly. How do we sustain the impact that has already been made so that we don't lose the gains? It is important to urge the county governments, the faith-based facilities, to ensure fair, efficient, transparent distribution of these supplies. This is to avoid stockpiling in certain facilities or by specific individuals while others are suffering. It is our share. So can we distribute these commodities in a fair manner? And they must reach each and every person they are intended to reach.
Secondly, abacavir, lamivudine, these are dispersible tablets, packs of 30s, which is the first-line ARV in pediatric patients administered together with dolutegravir. Currently, there are over 326,000 packs at KEMSA, translating to over 7.4 months of stocks. There are plans to introduce a fixed dose combination for August 2025, and we have over 18 months of stock of this product, which are on order with scheduled deliveries from June 2025 onwards. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to report that we have secure stock levels of key ARVs and testing kits, with supplies ranging from several months to close to 2 years. Specifically, we have adequate supplies of TLD, pediatric ARVs, nevirapine suspension, and other HIV testing commodities. We are also ensuring consistent availability of early infant diagnosis and viral loading test reagents.
Right, moving on, the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, that is the KUPPET, has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the government to release 11 billion Kenya shillings for the teachers' medical scheme, warning of potential industrial action if the funds are not disbursed. The union expressed deep concern over the dire state of the education sector, with schools yet to receive over 28 billion Kenya shillings in capitation, which has forced head teachers to send students home. Speaking at a press conference in Naivasha, KUPPET Deputy Secretary General Moses Nturima criticized the government for its failure to honor agreements made last year, particularly in relation to the medical scheme. Nturima stated that the 22 billion Kenya shillings medical scheme was at risk of collapsing, leaving hundreds of teachers in distress as they seek medical treatment.
The situation of the teachers' medical scheme is in a deplorable situation because the government has not honored part of its deal. Remember, when we went on strike, we signed a return to work formula to return the medical capitation in total of 22 billion. Some little money was released in September to fix the teachers' capitation. Up to date, the teachers' capitation has not remitted 8 months after. Teachers are going to the hospitals, and particularly private hospitals have withdrawn the services from teachers because they have not been paid. Teachers are now forced to queue in public hospitals, which public hospitals, you know, are inadequate in terms of medication and in terms of facilities. This means that
All right, let's get sporty. And youth in Chani, Changamwe Sub-County, Mombasa County have been given a major boost with the new launch of a new basketball court. The project, inaugurated by Ward Representative Franklin Makanga, aims to provide a recreational space for young people and foster community engagement. During the launch event, Makanga emphasized that the basketball court would not only serve as a sports facility, but also be a venue of social gatherings and meetings, further enhancing community involvement.
Sports ground is going to have not only the football field, Please note that football field also have, in a football field, hockey and rugby can also be played in the same field. We are going to have the 8 lanes running track. The Kenya Academy of Sports is ready to come and get most of your youths to teach them how to coach various sports, refereeing and other technical sports. We're also going to have a social hall. We also want the cultural activities to be done in the hall. Hata ICT hub pia tutaleta watu wa Ministry of ICT wawekea ICT hub hapa. So hiyo ni phase 1. So the project is going to cost 55.8.
Mradi huu ambao tunaofanya kama serikali ya gatuzi la Mombasa ndani ya Chaani Social Hall Grounds ni kuweza kwanza kuuplift uwanja huu ambao kwa mara nyingi kumekuwa na mabonde, kukinyesha hakuna kitu inaweza kufanyika. It's one of the open spaces we have in Chaani, na leo tumeanzisha huu mradi wa basketball court ambao pia itakuwa compatible, watu wa volleyball pia watakuwa na uwezo wa kutumia. Na mikutano yote ambayo tumekuwa tukifanya hapa tukihangaika kwa sababu ya matope and uneven terrain, sasa hiyo itakuwa ni jambo la the past. Kuna mradi hapa wa ICT ambao tutajenga the building pamoja na equipment iko kwa QS. Sasa hii hao wanafanya the quantity wajue itagharimu kiasi cha pesa ngapi. Lakini hata iwe gharama ya kiasi cha pesa ngapi, lazima huu mradi ufanyike ndani ya miaka 10 na kwa mwaka wa pili, so bado 8. Sasa katika hiyo miaka 8 lazima hii mradi itakuwa imekamilika.
Bila tumeanza leo tunafanya leveling ya ground ile sawa ndio kufanya marking za basketball.
Right, stakeholders in the sports sector are calling on parents not to hinder their children's talents, but instead support them in nurturing and developing their abilities. The plea comes as part of the wider initiative to enhance the growth of talent across the country and provide young individuals with opportunities to excel in various sporting disciplines. The stakeholders emphasized that parents play a crucial role in development of young athletes and urged them to be more encouraging, allowing their children to pursue their passions.
Sports ground is going to have not only the football field. Please note that football field also have, in a football field, hockey and rugby can also be played in the same field. We are going to have the 8 lanes running track. The Kenya Academy of Sports is ready to come and get most of your youths to teach them how to coach various sports, refereeing and other technical sports. We're going to have a social hall. We also want the cultural activities to be done in the hall. Hata ICT hub pia tutaleta watu wa Ministry of ICT wawekea ICT hub hapa. So hiyo ni phase 1. So the project is going to cost 55.8.
Right, that particular story was produced by one Duncan Koba. It is exactly 30 minutes past the top of the hour. That's not the wrap up our bulletin here at EBN Weekend Edition. Do have yourself a lovely night. My name is Martin Macharia and our sign language interpreter has been Laura Omondi. And as always, let's meet again when God